So in this case study video, we are going to discuss the problems faced by the students with the basic grammar topic tenses and what are all the difficulties they are facing it. And at the end of this video, we are suggesting them the best solution to overcome these issues also. So I'll go to the slide. So first of all, importance of tenses in English grammar. So why it is important to be much more familiarized with the grammar topic first of all, because grammar is a kind of a tool which will help you to improve your reading ability. So for this we are adapting the grammar, especially the basic grammar topics are foundational things will help you to enrich yourself. So while learning the grammar, basic grammar tenses, what are all the benefit a person can occur in the sense clarifies time reference, and it ensures accurate communication and maintains grammatical accuracy, and it improves writing skills, and it strengthens a person's speaking skills, it supports storytelling ability, and it builds professional communication and shows continuity of an action, and it helps in exam and competitive test and improves fluency and confidence. So these are when a person has multiple benefits from the topic, why still they are struggling to use it. So we are going to address that particular problem here. So we come across many people in our day-to-day life, in a working sector or else in a office, classroom, banking sector, wherever. So everyone tries to communicate with other people the way they know the language. In certain cases they must use English only in that particular spot, in the sense people don't bother about whether it is right or wrong, they just want to convey the message. So when we are closely observe them, what the majority of the mistake they used to do in the sense, they are not giving importance to the use reference of time. Because while talking about the tense, what is tense actually? Tense indicates the time of an action, so it helps us to know when the action has taken place. If a person doesn't use the tense properly, in the sense it looks like a baby talk. For instance, a baby used to say that I slept tomorrow, then I will eat today, I drank tomorrow, something like that. Whereas in this sentence we can able to understand it is wrong, but we know the actual form of it. But as a grown up kids, when we are using the language in a mistaken way, other might think, other might evaluate we don't have a proper skill to talk in English. So tenses indicates the time of an action. So this small, don't use the overlap of tenses. If you want to say something happened earlier, in the sense you can use past tense along with the past perfect tense, or else the event is going to happen in the upcoming time in the future, you can use simple future tense, you can use present continuous tense and simple present tense. So these three tense can be enough to convey your ideas and thoughts. And if you are, instead of these three things, if you are using past tense, in the sense it changes the actual meaning of it. So in the next slide we have importance of tenses in English grammar. So it is important to understand different tenses when it comes to English language. So while writing a sentence, you need to know when to use present tense and where to use past tense and where to use the future tense, because the word tense is derived from the Latin word tempus, which means time. As I mentioned earlier, tense indicates the time of an action. So it specifies the action has happened in the past time, it is going to happen in the future time. So this is a very basic concept. If you are very clear with these things, in the sense you can structure your sentence, and you can able to express your ideas uh, during the conversation. So let us understand the different tenses that describe an action or event changing its form. So the basic concept or else issue with the tenses is that where to use and what structure to be followed, because tenses is not a simple topic, it is a very fundamental topic, and it has not only these three tenses are having four forms equally. In the sense, if a person is mastered with the 12 forms of tenses, and he can able to make a sentence, he can able to speak well with others. So here I have listed out the difficulties faced by an individual while using tenses. So the basic problem already we are talking lot about it, that is that has been given here, that is confusion in time reference. They just go with the flow. When the flow gets when they are okay with the content, when they are ready with the preparation, they can manage everything. When someone asks them to speak suddenly, in the sense they might get confused what to use and where to use, how to use. So these are all the problem occurs, especially the usage of tenses and mixing of tenses. So if you want to convey something which is going to happen immediately or near future, so you can use in that particular part with present and future. In that space, if you are using the past tense, in the sense you are making a mistake, and overuse of present tense. See, you cannot fix yourself with this tense can be enough to convey my thoughts. So you get a clear idea with the 12 forms and irregular verb forms. For instance, people, when I assign my students to write a self introduction for the very first time, and they used to write, I had a sister, my father was a businessman. So these kind of a small area of mistakes can be occurred when we ask them to write. Then I help them to identify, if you are using had in a sentence, that person is no more now, so what happened to them. And if you are saying that your father was a businessman, this and then what is he now. So these kind of areas can be identified. And the misunderstanding of time expressions and native language influence. So native language influence can be rectified by the proper practice of it. The thing is that we are not practicing a grammar regularly. So if some emergency or need occurs, in the sense I just want to use my language skill, other than that I will not read, or else I will not update myself with that day-to-day things and all. So and the verb form also, they do not know. Actually the problem with grammar is everyone knows the grammar, but thing is that they fail to understand the application of using grammar in the real time. So if you say I went itself, it's understood that you were there, instead of that I was went, or else he is went and all. These are all the things are known as the wrong aspects of the tenses and its knowledge. So in this video we discussed a lot about the problems faced by the individuals while using tenses. So the problems can be rectified when you are learning and practicing it very clearly in your daily basis. Thank you.